Welcome to this short notice live show.
Yeah.
We decided to announce some news for you. Nothing special, but we're going to announce some news today and give you some more updates on our current ongoing events and some hints of future events coming next year. I'm Justin Mifsud, for those who don't know me. I'm the esports director of World Pro Racing. I take care of technical stuff, and Adrian Figallo is
the marketing director of World Pro Racing. I take care of.
You're the marketing director,
yes,
right?
That's right.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I take care of a lot of papers and paperwork and headaches. But anyway, that's part of anything. And I also help Justin. Justin helps me.
It's still hard for both of us,
Yes,
even
that's it.
from the technical side and from the financial side,
Yeah.
and marketing, because it's not hard getting sponsors and
It's not hard. It's not easy.
I mean, it's not easy. Well, if it's not,
I would love to hear that one day, but anyway, the day will come. So we'll start off
from the grip
Championship.
There's currently going the Grip Championship qualifiers, which started on the 20th of November, and we have till the 20th of December 2018. So we have 1 month of qualifiers for the Grip Championship. Basically, everyone is entitled to take part. You can go on to our website, worldproracing.com, and there you can find all the information about the Grip qualifiers. Basically, you just get into this, register, get into the server, put your best time, and that's basically it. And then we will sort out the drivers depending on their best time in divisions. Because this time we're not going to do like we did with the Porsche Championship. We're not going to have only just 20 drivers, but more than one division. We're going to put 15 drivers each division. We already have 2 divisions, and you can keep applying depending on the time you will sit into that division. Then we have 5 rounds of races in Italy. Italian tracks, obviously online, not in Italy, but the tracks are Italian tracks, and we will have a final race, which is the 6th round, but not for everyone, only for the top drivers of each division together.
That's it.
So Adrian, you have quite a lot of work to monitor not only one division this time, but 2 or even 3 divisions.
3 divisions, yeah, that's no problem. It's fun. There is a particular format that we're sticking to. Obviously enough, it's the same format that the Grip Championship runs in the real world of racing. So one thing before we continue, if anybody want to ask any questions, feel free, just send us the questions and we'll try to answer your questions in the best way possible.
Hello to the YouTubers as well, because we are live on YouTube. Hello everyone. Basically, we do a live show every week, usually, sometimes not every week, but mostly, yes, every week. Mostly we do it on Wednesdays, but this time we had to launch an event for the last time of the year, and we had to launch it now because we do not have more time if we do it later on. So,
and we're gonna be very busy in the coming days.
Yes,
so
we have. We cannot announce it now, obviously, you will know later.
Yeah, but what it is this week, we're
yes, this week we have the Sigma, and I'm going to talk on stage about esports, along with Adrian is going to be with me as well. And we're going to have quite a lot of events to go through this week, and then next week more other stuff.
And next week it's obviously the Go Esports Festival, which will be talking about.
I was thinking on something else. That's why I said.
Yeah, that's something after. Hopefully, it will go through also. So.
There's Sean watching us. Hello, Sean. Sean is a person very important in the modeling world of Assetto Corsa. He builds the cars, and yes, he helped us in various many ways.
It's good to mention now the update we're gonna send also of the grip.
Yes. You reminded me, George. With regards to the grip, Adrian, sorry, we're going to do an update on the grip qualifiers. Thanks to Sean Clark again. We did some modification to the car in the sense of the tire wear. We improved it a lot. Actually, Sean improved it a lot, and it's much different now. So we will be sending an email to all the qualifiers, those who applied for the qualifiers. You're going to receive a file and take a backup of the current file and replace it with the new file that we're going to send you by email later on after today's show. You had to say something?
And even there will be the update available online for those, I think, that will be now.
Yes, it will be online, and also I will send an email to those who already qualified. So those new who are going to register now, you will find the data file to download on from our website. If there are any comments, questions that you have that you need to ask about the Grip Championship, we are here to answer all your questions. Basically, we are very clear about this championship.
Yes, that's right.
So, but if you have any questions, because recently a person asked us if there is any traction control and ABS and stability. The car doesn't have any traction control or ABS, so all those options are off, and we're keeping it as real as possible. Just to give you a quick recap of what we said few weeks ago about this Grip Championship. So basically we have the qualifiers, we have 5 different tracks in Italy for those especially who joined us now, and one final race between the top drivers of each division, which we will announce it a week or a few weeks before the 6th round, so no one will know it. You're not going to find it anywhere on our website, so we're not going to upload and publish anything yet until a few days or a week before the event.
The final race, yeah.
Exactly. So yes, you know that the year has come to an end, almost 1 month left, and
actually now in a couple of weeks we should be with the
what?
Oh, the thing of Santa Claus and
yes. Adrian is going to be Santa Claus for the last TV show. Yes, you can fit to that. You have the beard. I don't have any beard, so
I'll be Santa Claus and he'll be my dear.
Yeah,
I have a lot to do. I have to pull me over, but anyway.
Yeah, I know. So since the year is almost over, we are launching our last casual race, our special event, we can say, because we used to do casual races with Sim Racing Malta, but as World Pro Racing, we're doing it as a special event. Every month we do a special race. This time I will thank again Sean Clark, who built this mod. We're going to do the Ginetta G55 GT4 cars special event in the Vallelunga racetrack. So the post is already on the website. You can go online on worldproracing.com. There's the post already done, updated, and you have all the information there about this special event. It's going to be the last race of this year, so hopefully everyone will join. If need be, we can extend the pit stops, the pit, what do you call them? The pit garages or whatever. The pit boxes, finally it came to my mind. The pit boxes, maybe there will be a good amount of people who are interested in participating. So everyone is free to join. As usual, our events, how we'll do them, we broadcast the events, we have the commentator, and as usual we do it as professional as possible.
We have also a special request by a great follower of ours to make one hello to the Italians in Italian.
Yeah, of course.
So
from your side.
From my side. Ciao a tutti gli amici dall'Italia, grazie per essere qua, seguirci, e speriamo che ci saranno più che entrano pure nelle nostre gare che facciamo. Allora saluti da noi qua, un abbraccio a tutti gli italiani,
fratelli d'Italia. So that's it. That was one of the, sorry, I'm messing up my stream. We are going to do the last race of special events by World Pro Racing next December 20th. So on the 20th of December, it will be Thursday, and it will be the final day of the Grip qualifiers period as well.
Yep.
So we have 2 events, one finishing and one starting. So that's how we roll, baby. We start one, we finish one, and we start another one.
And next year is gonna be.
Next year we're not going to start one and finish one. We're going to start one and another one and keep going.
Yeah, because actually, for those that possibly didn't follow our shows before, we're also extending now. So have a thanks from Italy, great. Grazie a voi che ci seguite. Allora, I was gonna continue in Italian. next year we're gonna obviously start using now the next platform, rFactor 2. Actually, the first event, offline event, is gonna be next week with rFactor 2. It took us some time, but obviously there were some things that we needed to sort out, and everything is great and ready to roll. Thanks to Marcel from rFactor 2. That next year we'll be seeing events now.
Yeah, with
Championships.
rFactor 2 and
Championships also.
yes, championship. Definitely, we're going to have championships in Assetto Corsa. That's normal, online as usual, and also now we'll start. We already prepared, we have them planned. rFactor 2 championships and also special events.
Somebody is trying his new Android phone.
Yes, somebody bought a new phone and he's watching it with his new phone. So yes, about the Trustmaster GT tournament, which is going to happen in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks or next week?
tournament now, actually.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks, from the 7th of December till the 9th of December.
Actually, in 2 weeks' time it will be over, but anyway.
Yes, this event is going to be in Malta. It's an offline event, but obviously we will be broadcasting it as usual online. But if you feel free, or you by any chance you'll be coming to Malta by that time, feel free to come over and compete in this tournament. Basically, we have 5 simulators. We're going to make a tournament of 5 simulators. This time as a race, not as we used to do. Since we started as a time attack, win just one simulator.
Great stuff. Everything. It's important that the simulators will be picked up via ballot to keep it even for everybody, because each simulator will be bind with one particular GT car.
Exactly. Basically, we have 5 cars. We have the Ferrari, we have the Aston Martin, we have the Porsche, we have Corvette. And I forgot the other one. And the BMW. Yes, I remember. BMW. So we have 5 different cars. Each car will be associated to a simulator. And those drivers, we have already 25 drivers who applied. So we have 5 groups already, which is already quite hectic. So we can start by 5 groups. But obviously these drivers just applied online from our website. Obviously there will be more spectators in the event and they will apply there. But it's important that you cannot come on Saturday and be part of the tournament. You have to be on Friday for the qualifiers. We continue till Saturday.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe at noon.
It depends obviously on the number of people we're gonna have for this event. But until now we have 25 applications. We are sure that they're gonna increase by next week definitely, and also on the same weekend. But as Justin is well saying, then once the qualifiers are over, then we have once the qualifications are over, then we start with the elimination rounds until we arrive.
Hello, Arnold Petowski.
Hello, Arnold.
Petowski, sorry.
Petowski. So then we run to the finals on Sunday.
Yes.
It's good to say the event is sponsored by Trustmaster. Thanks to Trustmaster for believing in us, supporting us in this event, and all the 5 rigs will be set up with TSXW rig, which is the steering and pedals throughout Trustmaster TSXW, and the winner of this tournament will also win a TSXW thanks to Trustmaster.
Exactly. So you'll be trying it while you are competing during our tournament, and also the rigs are obviously thanks to GT Omega Racing, he's been a sponsor of us, of World Pro Racing and Sim Racing Malta back then, since the start of our business. So thank you all the team of GT Omega Racing, because they believed in us when we had nothing to show them, and they believed in us in our project, and thanks to them we have all the simulators that we need to operate our events.
Good.
I think we've said enough about the Trustmaster tournament. Thanks, obviously, Trustmaster tournament is in collaboration with Gamers, because the event of the Trustmaster GT tournament is going to be held at the Maltese Sports Festival by Gamers. Thanks to obviously Kirsten, Kurt, and Andre.
Thanks for their support. Thanks for having us there. Thanks for supporting us in any way.
In short, thanks for everything.
That's right. But obviously, it's a full support also from their side to Sim Racing Malta. And World Pro Racing.
Yes, of course. World Pro Racing has quite a lot of plans for next year. We've been preparing for quite a long time. We started, I can say, I have started myself planning of the event since few weeks after summer ended, and yes, we have a lot of championships races planned. Different types of races, we can say. We can mention that we have endurance races coming up, formula races, GT races,
championships also.
Yes, yes. We have a mix of different challenges, we can say.
It.
So,
and obviously exploring more platforms.
Yes, of course. We haven't started yet, but as we mentioned, that we are going to use Assetto Corsa as usual, and our Factor 2 now, and possibly we'll need to start discussions again because we have stopped doing discussions with Race Room. As we said a long time ago, for online we're talking about now, World Pro Racing, because for our academy we're using just one platform, and online we're going to use several platforms just to reach more the people and show them exactly, give them a good product with professional races. Adrian as a live steward, an official live steward, and as usual, you know, I think most of you know how we operate our events. So yes, if you have any questions with regards to the Grip Championship, the GT tournament of the Multi Sports Festival, the Go Multi Sports Festival, or the casual race, the special event that we're going to do on the 20th of December, feel free to do any questions, but everything is clear on the website. Go to worldproracing.com. On the front page there is the image of the Ginetta car, and just all you need to do, just click on the post and you can register now. It's very important because not everybody understands this. Most of you do, but sometimes certain people do not know what is the Steam GUID. When you submit your application, especially if you are going to do a custom livery, please put your Steam GUID, and you can excuse me, you can find that by going to Google and type Steam ID Finder. There's a website. You put your link of your profile and it will give you the GUID of Steam, which starts with 7656. Put it in the form, enter it into the form, and I can work much more comfortable when I come to attaching your livery with your profile. So please, important, not put no and nil or I don't know or I don't care. Put your GUID or at least the Steam profile link. So from there I can get the GUID.
That's important because obviously otherwise other people and you won't see your skin on
yes,
the race,
and
so.
That would be one of the reasons why you see white cars, and that's not nice, especially for us doing everything professional as possible and then having like cars with white liveries, which doesn't look good on people's eyes, you know. So what did we have more in the agenda? So
actually that's the whole agenda of today.
Yeah, in fact it was a short notice. We just decided
to brief, decided to what upcoming event we have. So
we decided to go live just to give you more info about the casual race or special event that's coming next December, and just to let you know that we are still alive, live and kicking.
And working hard for obviously next year.
Yes. So yes, important. If you are happy with our organization, our events, it's very important to share our, not share actually, you can share whatever you like, but subscribe to our social media, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, all of them, because from there you get to know all the updates that we submit on our pages, and you get notified immediately and do not miss any good opportunities. One of them is the Grip Championship, and we can mention it again that the overall winner of this championship will win a real testing day in the real Grip G1 car in Italy at the Varano track. So it's full with engineers, with the whole Grip team with you, and you're going to be treated like a real driver, a real professional driver. Yes. That's one of the ambitions that we have.
That's right.
We have two options, either to lead you to the motorsport, to the real motorsport, or else
for a professional career in esports.
In esports, so
these are both things that are available, and definitely in the future, very near future, and it's already happening in esports. There are careers to carry on, as we see.
Yes.
There are esport drivers that are engaged with F1 teams,
I think,
and so on and so forth. So people do follow these things, and it's definitely something very interesting to be in, even for those that maybe they're a little bit skeptic for a Formula car. It's good to say that if you enter the Grip G1 Virtual Championship, the car is great fun to drive. So
Yes,
that is
yes.
something it's good to tell you, that the car is great fun to drive. Obviously enough, it's the I should say it's the introduction to Formula racing for a lot of people. So that is something you shouldn't miss. So those of you who maybe are still thinking about it, go and on our website get the full information, and obviously enough, register and have fun with this great car, the Grip G1 car.
There's a question on YouTube by Sean Clark. Sean asked one question about the GT4. You don't mention on how to submit liveries. Yes, you're right, because I think you're the first time that you're going to be racing in our races. Basically, usually I always send a reply back when you submit the registration for the race. And then for those who are doing deliveries, now they got used to it, they just do deliveries, they zip the folder and they send it to me back on the email I send them with the server password. So basically they download the template. There's no mandatory things in the template. You can do whatever you want, your logos, whatever. It's not a championship, so you can do any kind of liveries, and you reply back to the email that I've sent, and with all the files that you've done for the Ginetta car. So
you have American followers.
You have American followers.
Yes, it's a cousin.
Oh, Mary Sharp, I think, right? Because I've seen many comments. Hello, Mary.
Hello. Hope America's fine, and hope you're fine also.
One thing that I was going to say, it's very important since we're here now, and there are people watching us. We have thousands of people watching us. Yes, in the future, yes.
Actually,
I would like.
We're happy
yes,
with the followership.
That's what I was coming with. I would like to thank all the people who joined us, visited us, did like or whatever, followed us in any way since we started, because we have people from all over the world.
That's right.
I'm not going to mention them because it's a long list, but I will be publishing.
I can show you the list now.
Yes, of course. And that's not only it, because I went into obviously our analytics of who enters our website and stuff like that.
Extended, so Europe is popular.
Europe is full, I think, from all over the countries.
We have also from Burma, Indonesia, Bangladesh, and
hi, Peter. Sorry, I didn't see you. Hello,
United
Peter.
Arab Emirates, Argentina, India.
Obviously, we have to mention the South Africans, because South Africans they entered into our races.
It's actually a good fellowship from Australia, Philippines, France. I don't know, United States, United Kingdom, Italy.
Yeah, and
so Malta, obviously enough.
South Africa, babe. Yes, South Africans. I think, and at the middle of the year. The South Africans joined us in various races, and also I must mention the team Israel as well.
Yeah,
the Israeli team joined us recently, and they haven't missed a race, either one or the other. They always joined in our races, and thank you. That's what makes me proud, and Adrian, that what we're doing is at least being appreciated by all of you guys. If you stop racing with us, obviously we cannot continue doing races, but we have planned more events to keep you interested and keep doing exciting races as much as possible. One thing that we don't like is when you apply to a race and you do not appear on the server.
So now you have also Arnold Petowski sending us Poland. Yes, sure.
Yeah, Poland, of course.
Followership from Poland, so definitely. I told you it's impossible. I mentioned all the.
No. In fact, I'm going to publish a post
this
week,
listing all the countries that we touched and have followers from. So that would be great to know.
I was saying a very important thing. We do love everybody's registration, and we enjoy it having a full list, a full server. Excuse me, but please, when you register, make sure that you can enter into the race. You are available for the race. Now, I'm not saying that if you get caught at work or you have health issues or something like that, but please make sure that you are available during that race, because we have limited. We're not going to do 2 servers for a special event, only 1. So maximum like 20 drivers, 24 to the max, 24 drivers, and because we don't like that huge pile-ups on track and stuff like that, so we keep it enjoyable as much as possible. So 20, 24 max. Make sure that when you apply, you're sure that you're going to join in. Now, as I said, if you have issues,
sorry.
No, I'm not telling about Pieter. I mean, there were many
Not
drivers.
only you, sorry, Pieter. So
I wasn't mentioning this for Pieter. Just it came up to my mind. Now it's good. It's important because we prepare the cars, we prepare the servers, we prepare deliveries. We do many things, and it's an appreciation from your side on all our work that we do for you.
That's it.
So that's basically it. We keep the races free as much as possible, as always, just to keep everyone. Not everyone affords racing now. Sim racing is, we cannot hide from this. It's getting expensive as well sometimes, because people keep building the computers to the highest level, getting high level rigs and high level monitors and everything, and you end up. But still, there is
the entry level of drivers
exactly
that can enter actually. We've seen with our own eyes some top drivers
with a Logitech or a very
basic setup, so which is the cheapest setup that you can find. So yes, you still can race and win with the most basic setup there is for sim racing. So
once you're good, you're good.
That's right.
So we have also people from Gozo watching us. Obviously, we cannot not mention Gozo, obviously.
No.
And also, my cousin is watching now, Xavier. Yes, we have people from all over the world. You know,
have anything else on YouTube, maybe?
Yes, let me check on YouTube if you have any questions. No, perfect, thank you. So from
great stuff. Sean is sorted also.
So
yeah, we've noticed now. We've talked Poland, South Africa, Italy, America.
Already.
What else?
In just one stream.
No. What else?
Malta.
Malta, obviously. I don't know, maybe somewhere else also. I'm trying to remember one other country, but anyway.
Well, there are too many. I'm in fact, I'm downloading all the flags of these countries that visit us and supports us, and I'm putting them next to each other as an appreciation for thanking you to follow our pages and our events. Thanks to you, obviously.
Arnold Petowski said, the better gear I get, is harder to race.
Well, it's true.
It's
true. Sometimes the more professional hardware you get, the more difficult it is to race, because you get all the feedback and you end up. Yes, when I had my new equipment before, you remember, I was doing well, and then when I used a new steering wheel and new pedals and stuff like that, I was like crashing all over the place, and then obviously I got used to it. But right. No, now the only time I have is to test the cars and planning the events and working on World Pro Racing only, unfortunately.
Actually, yes, that's what I said. Arnold earlier. He still sees the top drivers on simple wheels. So.
Exactly, and that's what we say to people. You don't have to have all the top and high-end products in order to win. The only thing that they have, and we always say this, and wherever we talk and to whoever we talk to, dedication and commitment.
That's right, that's very important.
This is what we say to our drivers. We have new drivers coming up and coming in to our team. We have just launched a new one under GT Omega RPM Esports. It's not the equipment only that you have. Obviously, I'm not saying that the top and high-end equipment doesn't give you good feedback and stuff like that.
No, not at all.
But if you're a good driver, you can drive on all platforms, on all simulators, anywhere. And you can still do good. We have seen people driving on a 15-inch monitor.
Yeah.
You know, and
they did
probably
quite good.
Adrian's head is bigger than the 15-inch monitor. You know, and they still win races. We're not mentioning any people, but we know people that they have the low-end platform, low-end products, and they still do good because they have the determination, they are willing to succeed, and they are committed to practice as much as possible, and the results will come up, will appear
Definitely.
with all your hard work.
Sure. Arnold is mentioning basic rigs.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
even if you get the more basic product from Trustmaster, you don't need to get it at TS6W.
Exactly.
The basic product from Trustmaster, you still can race and win. So you can start from there.
Exactly.
Very affordable.
We have
very good product also.
Yes,
so
yes,
it's definitely an affordable product. But still, you can race from there, and obviously even with a basic monitor.
In fact,
home,
yes, we
don't
have
need even gaming monitors of 144 hertz and all this stuff. So
ourselves, we have. I mean, the simulator that we use for several events that we go around the island with. It's not with 144 hertz. We just have normal monitors with 60 hertz and 3 monitors, and still.
The experience is great.
Still, the experience is great. Obviously, with 144 hertz, you have better vision. But still, I mean, somebody who cannot afford 3 monitors, or 3 monitors, especially with 144 hertz or more, you can still drive with 1 monitor, and then they use several plugins that helps them to identify if there are any drivers, and there's the crew chief, there are many applications that you can use if you just have one monitor.
And Peter Grobler said very right, practice.
Exactly.
Practice.
This is in our team. Let's say our team, we have several drivers who says, listen, this person is fast, I cannot reach that, or what you need to do is practice. There is no professional driver who just drives and wins just like that. I mean, everybody does practice. So
we had a comment of Peter Grobler which doesn't show up on mine, but that's funny.
Oh yes, of course. This one that Peter mentioned, a part of the practice. Yes, as Peter said, second-hand rig, steering wheel, more important, high-end PC and good connection. Obviously, the best is to have the computer as powerful as possible, just to have
and also a good internet connection,
and to have a smooth running platform. The more FPS you get, the better, because it's more smooth. And obviously, which it's very, very important, the internet connection. If you disconnect, it happened to me. I was racing on a platform, and I was first at that time. It was my first race, leading the race. And as soon as I was going to cross the line, I got disconnected, few meters away from the finish line. And the manager, in fact, next day I had to go to buy a keyboard and a mouse. Why? Because
frustration.
I'm not saying that all the connection. I mean, the connection is always 100% correct, because 99.9 uptime is good, but you don't know what might happen. So make sure that you have a good connection at least to keep you running on the track, and you finish the crossing line. Not like it happened to me. So
we have anything on YouTube?
We're not sure. No, perfect. Thank you.
Perfect.
We don't have any
stuff.
So another thing, we always want drivers to take part in our events, but most important is to have people subscribing to our social media channels: YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Please follow us. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe, because that helps us having more viewers monitoring the race, and that's what we like, to have people appreciating what we do and have a good number of viewership in our events. So there is a composition, I think, there.
Yeah, that's from Mary, actually. Yes, she lives next to a NASCAR track in USA, and obviously enough, she says on the days of races, it's like a huge economic boom that happens for racing. We're seeing it also on the virtual racing side ourselves. Obviously enough, we see followers coming in when you have special races, and hopefully very soon in Malta we're going to have also our much wanted racetrack, hopefully. And it's definitely something that we're looking forward to.
Yes, we have to. We are still in. Yes, Arnold mentioned. Obviously, it's always the best option to have a wired internet connection.
Actually, that's the only option.
I mean, you can use Wi-Fi, but that's. Sorry, never use Wi-Fi, especially when you're racing. I mean, if it's a mobile or a laptop for just work, but if you're having a race, or especially you're in a championship and you are using a Wi-Fi with a dongle or something like that, please do not do it. I mean,
because it can be of a disaster, not for yourself, but also for those racing next with you. We saw it in our last special event. Somebody disconnected, obviously the car. It gets like jittery on track, and who was behind him exactly, boom, crashed into that
caused
car.
the crash,
so
yeah.
It caused the crash, because the internet connection is very, very important during the race. So, if there are no more questions, that's
nothing anymore.
Done. So, thanks for following us. Thanks for telling us from you're coming from. We had a very, very mixed followership as usual today. We'll be with you again maybe this week with short videos
from Sigma
Sigma.
From the esports conference next
That's
Friday. Right. Yes.
So keep on following us, and obviously enough also then next week at the Go Malta Esports Festival. So thanks for following. Have a nice evening.
Yes, have a nice evening. Just one thing, keep following us, because good news are coming.
Sure.
Not only next year, but as long as we go this week and next month. Follow us on our all social media, just to keep tuned on what we're going to publish, because you cannot miss all these opportunities that we're going to give for next year. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for all your support. Thank you, Adrian, for all the work that you do, because
thank you, Justin.
myself alone cannot do it. Thank you, Justin, for doing all the work as well.
Definitely, thank you to him. He's the techie, so
yeah. Without each other, we cannot work.
Sure.
So thank you, and see you next time.
Good night.